Welcome everybody to Ultimate CNFT. Mike, aka Mr. Ultimate here, and today I have the honor and the pleasure of interviewing the one and only Fettuccini. Fettuccini, how you doing, bro?
How's it going? Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, thank you for being here, man. I'm a big fan of everything that you do. I'm a big fan of everything that you post. I'm a big fan of your projects, and I'm a multiple token holder for Demon Hit Squad. And, I just want to hear from your own words as a founder, as somebody who's super active, in the Cardano space, in the NFT space, everything about everything that you have going on. And, but before we get into that, first I want to ask you, how did you even get into Cardano and or NFTs? Was it Cardano first? Was it NFTs first? Are you a crypto guy? Give me a little bit about your background.
Yeah, so I've been in crypto since 2015. I bought my first Ethereum at $8, and I bought 200 Ethereum, and I sold it all at 32, thinking I was a genius. I saw crypto punks when they were free to claim, and I was like, I don't understand this. Like, why would I spend my zero point 0.2 Ethereum at the time in gas to claim it? Which is, the biggest misstep in my career. But yeah, so I've had my eyes on NFTs since then. And just a casual collector of crypto back and forth, buying and trading. I never really amassed a big crypto holding, but it was always something fun and interesting that I wanted to be a part of. Then NBA Top Shot came around last year, I think January, February of 2021, and that's when NFTs kind of really clicked for me. I've been a collector my entire life of baseball cards, basketball cards. And when I saw these on the blockchain, when we were all kind of locked up for COVID, and we could show off our collections online to our friends and be like, look at this card that I just pulled, look at this rare one that I just pulled. That's when it really made sense. Like, we living in a digital age, and humans are collectors by nature, putting art on their walls, collecting bobbleheads or snow globes or whatever it may be. Why would we not be collecting on the internet when things are verifiable, legit or not? It just made sense that was the natural extension of collectibility. So I went heavily into NBA Top Shot. Clearly saw its pitfalls, but there was one collector on NBA Top Shot that I really respected, and his name was Greek Freak. He amassed a huge collection. I was like, all right, I need to follow this guy on Twitter. I had my Twitter since 2012, but I never used it. I had like 30 followers. And I followed him, and then one day I saw him tweet out, hey, check out these things dropping. They're the CryptoPunks of Cardano. And I'm like, I'm not missing this boat again. So I went on Coinbase, I bought my first Cardano, and I went to spacebuds.io, and unfortunately I didn't know kind of how to collect, so I bought 2 spacebuds with Coinbase.
Oh, wow.
I lost those 2, and then I immediately realized what I did. So I made a Cardano native wallet for the first time, and I put $500 in, so I lost 150 of it doing it with Coinbase, and then with the remaining 350 ADA, I minted 7 spacebuds correctly.
Wow.
And that started my game. I had $500. I never put in more money than that. And I flipped to where I am today, 4,000 Cardano NFTs, a ton of Ethereum NFTs, and everything here.
Dude, that is an incredible story. I mean, a lot of people are, I was aware of your story, for the most part. It's great to be able to see your face and hear it live because, what a great start, regardless of what you lost, the lessons you've learned. A lot of us as collectors, we learn those lessons along the way. I wish that I blew it, man, because I was into crypto since about 2017. I got into Cardano right when it came out. I made my mistakes, man. I sold way too early. I bought back in, and I was kind of in and out of the whole thing. And, I was never an NFT guy. I messed around with Ethereum like late last year. Got my butt handed to me. The gas fees were ridiculous. I had no idea what the hell I was doing. And I made some mistakes, but as such a Cardano believer, because at this point I'm a Cardano maxi. I mean, there's a lot of other, cryptocurrencies I like, but Cardano to me is it. And so for me, I think the bad taste with Ethereum in my mouth was like, I don't want to touch the NFT world or whatever. And I finally got involved late last year, like December or early January, I believe. And I was like, I was so late to the game, but still so early as well. But with my mentality of as an all or nothing kind of guy, I mean, I could have had a success story just like you, man. I mean, I could have got into a lot of really good NFTs super, super early, because that's kind of what I do. If I do something, I go big. And I fell in love right away. I realized that, NFTs are going to be here to stay. They're going to be doing, there's so much utility with the NFTs beyond, just what we're doing on Cardano or Ethereum. There's ways to fractionalize things. I mean, NFTs the sky is literally like beyond the limit. And so, I look at NFTs and I go, wow, like you said, the collectability of the nature of people to collect, and so I realized that Cardano is such a perfect place for NFTs to take place. Not just the exchange fees, but, the communities and, Charles Hoskinson, his vision, his goal, all the things that he has going on is great. And that's why I'm such a huge proponent of the CNFT space. I know you are as well. We're going to get to some of that in a minute. But it's funny that, you mentioned something that we have a lot in common, my man. I was a huge basketball card collector starting in like the mid 90s when I was in high school. Yeah, I just dated myself. I'm in my 40s. But I was big into that. As a matter of fact, I ended up in the early 2000s owning 2 baseball card shops. There was one in my hometown that I would go to as a kid. I kept telling the guy, one day I'm going to buy your baseball card shop off you. And he was like, yeah, okay, kid, that's funny, and I started with a smaller one in the town next to me. And then I ended up buying that. So I ran 2 simultaneously. And I was a pack ripper, and I was on eBay, and I was selling stuff. I got some pretty amazing stories about, my foray into that. But that's kind of what caught my eye as a collector once I became, because, you don't collect crypto. It's not a collectible thing. NFTs is where the collectability comes. And then you get, all the utility on top of it, the use cases, all of those wonderful things, as obviously as well as the OG founder of Spacebugs Alpha, and, got into that myself. But first, I came at it as a YouTuber with the collector's eye, because I was covering crypto for a while. And then I went straight into CNFTs. And now that's like my whole world. This is what I do for a living. And
that's the important part. And like, I came into the space as a collector and as a flipper, and I'm not a blockchain maxi at all. I bought Cardano for the NFTs.
Right.
And I would say I'm a collectibles and a community maxi. It doesn't matter where it is, as long as it's something that I want to be a part of, and I could recognize that other people would be a part of, then that's something that I will go all into.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, look, I don't know, this is what you do full time, I'm assuming, yeah?
Yeah.
You don't have an IRL job?
Well, I mean, I actually left my IRL job last year to go full time into the space. I was head of marketing for a payment processing company, but I've always run businesses. I mean, I do have businesses on the side outside of the NFT space. So I've always been an entrepreneur, and I've had experience running businesses, and I think it's a natural extension when you have your own collection. You're running a business. You have investors, you have team members, and the parallels are 1,000% there in terms of survivability of a business, in terms of being agile and adjusting and playing with the market and living by the market. And I think that's something that a lot of these other founders don't realize, how the time requirement and the intensity that needs to be behind the founder and behind the team for your collection to survive. I mean, the common business known law is that 9 out of 10 businesses are going to fail their first year, and then in the next 10 years, another 9 out of 10 of those are going to fail. And if we take the NFT ecosystem and living in a hyperspace, a speed, we're going to see that at 10 times the frequency. So 99 out of 100 are going to fail, and then out of those, after 10 years, another 99 out of 100 are going to fail. So you need to be agile enough and professional enough and game-changing enough to cement your lasting mark.
I completely agree 100%. I mean, I have a business background myself. I've owned restaurants before. Like I said, I had my 2 card shops. I've always got that entrepreneurial spirit. And, when like you said, founders, they kind of sometimes they have no idea. Look, I had no idea when I started Spacepugs what it was going to be like, and the workload and the responsibility, the dedication. I mean, it became my world, and combine that with YouTube and everything. But running things with a business mindset is what will, I believe, help a lot of projects last through. I mean, we all know we're in a bear market or a bearish market, and that's just not NFTs. That's crypto. That's gold and silver commodities. Whatever you have it. The world is struggling right now, and we're on that downturn, which always becomes another upturn or whatever. But to survive this, and if you can build here, when things turn around, if you've got a successful establishment, you got a good team, you got a great community, those projects will do well.
About being able to build something with zero funding. This is an incredible space where even with an idea, you could be funded with tens, hundreds of thousands of dollars. And the inexperience really does show to light that people are not able to convert that money into something serious. And you should really take the track records of previous entrepreneurs and show how people built a business from the ground up for bootstrapping. And you can't rely on NFT sales and royalties to fund your project. Find another way to make money, and find another way to make it survive. Extend into merch, extend into IP plays. I mean, just recently, I'm having fun with it just to show people the possibility. But we did Angel Baby Hit Squad branded coffee, which pulled in a few $100s.
Okay.
I extended the IP so that any creator can choose to use the Angel Baby Hit Squad brand. So now instead of only using the image, as long as they come to me and I approve it, then they can use the Angel Baby Hit Squad actual brand. So we could have Angel Baby Hit Squad carpets and tomato sauces and hot sauce.
That's so cool, man.
Whatever it may be, and if somebody's wheelhouse is carpets, they have the full approval now of my project, as long as I say yes to them to sell it. And Angel Baby Hit Squad will get 5%, and they'll get 95% for running the business. But now they could tap into the collector base of 2,500 people.
Right.
It's a really, really awesome thing that we don't see in NFTs right now. And when I had this idea, I was like, genius. It's like now I'll have 100 people extending the IP and showing the brand throughout the world, and I don't have to do that work, but I built the initial community base.
No, that is genius. I mean, talk about an IRL use case. Again, it goes back to what I was saying earlier about, NFTs and everything that can be encompassed within, an NFT, or somebody with a business mind or an idea behind a project. You have a community base, you have all of these things. You said you have a background in marketing. I can see that, through your Twitter, and your interaction on Twitter. This guy, if you don't follow him, by the way, all those links are going to be below in this video. So you'll have every access that you need, to Mr. Fettuccine here and all that he does. I'm going to read one of these quotes, from his Twitter that I've never snapshot a tweet before, and I've snapshotted 2 of yours in the last 32 hours. I want to read one of these because it goes back to what we were just talking about a minute ago. But quote from Mr. Fettuccine: "Worst thing collectors can do when they need liquidity is to sell their most expensive pieces, i.e. blue chips. We're in the riskiest game in the world. I agree. Why get rid of your best bets of surviving for a shot in the dark? Consolidation is key into projects you see surviving." We're going to be talking about both of your projects here in a second, but is there anything you want to add to that? Because I will say, again, I totally agree. And that's a learning process. There's the hype, and then there's the solidity of blue chips, those ones that are going to last through all of the stuff that's going on. Sometimes a downturn in the market like what we have as a shakeout. And I think this space kind of needs a shakeout right now. There's a lot of stuff coming into the space. And like you said, not everybody is going to survive that. So great tweet.
And it goes back to what we were just talking about 99% of businesses not surviving. And on top of that, 99% not surviving the next 10 years. And I understand the need for liquidity sometimes. Sure, you need a certain amount of money immediately. But if you're in this game for the long term, for the collectabilities, and you want to build a collection that is going to grow over time, your first instinct, of course, is going to be, let me sell my most valuable asset to get the money immediately. But if you attempt to stay in this space, then those are the ones that you're going to be fighting to get back. You're going to be like, I had Spacebud one day. I had it. And these people are like, it's even like card collectors. If they had a Michael Jordan rookie,
Flair.
yeah,
Yeah.
and they sold it to buy the next rookie, and hope that like a ton of the next rookie, and hope that they became the premier rookie. You just gave up something that was worth millions now.
You just gave up the Michael Jordan for the potential of the next Michael Jordan.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was the point of that post, because I see it all the time. Like, oh, I just sold my Space Bud to buy 10 of this next collection that's dropping. That's the opposite. If you need liquidity, you should sell anything that you haven't seen a team performing, haven't been putting in the work that these top collections have been, and that should always be your goal in a bear market, because who knows how long it's going to be. You want to put your money in collections that have a chance of surviving, and that's the name of the game in a bear market, is surviving it. And if you survive long enough, then you'll be around for the next bull market.
I completely agree. And the lessons that you learned from the mistakes you made during the last bull market, same thing with crypto, whatever it may be, are the ones that you're going to apply to when things do come around. And you learn both in bear and bull. So what you do with what you've learned is almost more valuable than, I guess, the stack of ADA that you have to invest, because it's all mindset. I completely agree with that.
In the bull market, I was able to turn $500 into $2 million. So
that is amazing. So basically, you guys are hearing this, from the horse's mouth. Don't listen to anything he has to say. He has no idea what he's doing. None of this is financial advice. Obviously, I'm kidding. But, look, this is valuable information. And again, I'm so thankful to have you on UltimateCNFT, because, you're a great interview. Your story is amazing. Someday someone's going to come out and they're going to write a book about all this stuff. And, I hope you're in it. So because success stories are a good thing. And again, if you can teach somebody, which is why I started a YouTube channel talking about crypto. I literally started that channel so I could teach people the mistakes I made. I was very humble in my approach. I'm like, look, this is the mistakes I made. I started it so my friends and family could start watching, because I was having the same conversations over and over. I'm like, just watch my channel, and here's what I did wrong. Here's how you can avoid doing wrong. And maybe, without giving direct financial advice, here's what you can do, to maybe make your trip into this whole experience a good one. And you're doing a lot of that, man. So I commend you for that. Thank you. And so let's talk about your projects. Now we got Angel Baby Hit Squad and we got Demon Hit Squad. Let's talk a little bit about what's going on here, because what you're doing is a little bit different, and I love what you're doing. I know all about it, but let's hear from you so everyone else can hear about it.
So the idea for Angel Baby Hit Squad came over a year ago. This was a time when Cardano NFTs just weren't getting any attention at all. Space Buds were going for 250 ADA. Cardano bits, I don't even know if you know them, they were going for like 15 ADA, and they were like the second collection on Cardano. And I saw Ethereum NFTs blowing up, Bored Ape Yacht Club, all these other ones going on, and I'm like, this community that I fell in love with from my interactions daily on Discord and on Twitter, why are they not getting the attention that these other blockchains are, and how do we change that perception of Cardano NFTs? So I had this call with another group about a different project, and they mentioned one time, they're like, oh, we created this bridge. It's an Ethereum bridge to Cardano where we connect addresses. We just don't know what to do with it. And I was like, that was when the light bulb went off, and I'm like, now I know. I'm going to make an Ethereum NFT with Cardano utility. So it'll tap into this Ethereum market and force people, if they want to get the full utility out of the project, to create a Cardano wallet, and they'll get free NFTs for it. And hopefully, with these NFTs that they got airdropped, they interact with this ecosystem and fall in love with what I did. So basically, the idea behind the project is you get this one Cardano NFT, and then every 3 to 4 weeks, you get airdropped a free NFT from the top projects and top artists on Cardano to celebrate and highlight just how awesome some things that are being created on the blockchain are. And if you don't resonate with a Clay Nation airdrop, then you might resonate with an Aeonium Sky airdrop, or a Tyler with Spaces airdrop, or a Space Buds airdrop. And we solidified all the partnerships with these different Cardano NFT projects because they understood the importance of introducing people to our blockchain and what we've got going on. So yeah, we have the 11,111 angels. They're still minting. There's a few ultimate angels still left in the collection to be minted.
I gotta get me one of those.
Yeah, if you mint an ultimate angel, you get lifetime access to an invite-only club in Los Angeles. You get all the airdrops on a continuing basis. There's about 8 left coming, but then obviously I'm going to throw in surprise ones. We have in real life utility. If you own an angel, you get discounts and upgrades at hotels in Europe through our partners at NFT. You get various discounts at local businesses throughout the U.S. We have in real life parties. So we had one at Coachella. We rented out a hotel, and anybody who was at Coachella could go party with us at the hotel. Then we did one in Vegas. We did one in New York City. We're sponsoring the CNFT Con after party in Vegas that Saturday, nice. October 8th. So the entire purpose of the project is to just show how cool Cardano NFTs can be. And again, going back to the collectability, I wanted to make a collection that no matter what, I didn't want it to be based on the utility, that no matter what, somebody would want to collect it. And for that reason, we're the first Ethereum NFT with Cardano utility. We're the first cross-chain NFT project. So if anybody goes back and wants to, who likes Cardano, who likes Ethereum, and wants that collectability sake, why would you not want to collect the first of something, the first Ethereum NFT with Cardano utility?
Amazing. I mean, blown away. And again, this is another reason why I wanted you on this channel, because for those people who do watch my videos, they know I'm talking all the time about Cardano and how more eyes need to be here on what we're doing in this space, because I believe it's special. And, you know, I haven't checked the volume in a while, but I know when I first started, I mean, the volume for overall NFTs on Cardano was like either 1%, less than 1%. I mean, it was nothing. It's a drop in the ocean, really. And so the growth potential in the CNFT space is massive. And I'm always telling people, look, every single one of us, you know, whether you're just an individual who likes to, you know, collect, whether you're a project founder like yourself, or a YouTuber like me, we all have a circle of influence that's unique to just us. You know, your Twitter presence, all of these things, they come into play. And for people who are promoting this space, you know, I'm always going to promote them because I really believe in that. You grow things one person at a time. You grow one investor at a time. You know, one good project at a time can really help, you know, this space. And Ethereum is such a huge, I mean, it's the dominant pool in NFTs. Obviously, that's where the billions, the literal billions are. And so, you know, what you're creating with Angel Baby Hit Squad and how, you know, onboarding people to Cardano, I give you huge high praise for that, huge high marks for that. It's genius, it's inventive, and I want to see it do successful. I know it's going to be successful, and like you said, you know, it's the first. This is the first. You look at things like Spacebuds, you look at things like CryptoPunks, you look at those first collections, and you see like the potential of that as a collector. It's like if you had a numbered baseball card and there's, you know, 1,000 of them or whatever, but you got the first one, only one person's going to be able to have that or do that. Or so, you know, huge shout out to you for what you're doing.
Utility dries up no matter what the collection is. So as long as you have that collectability, there's always something to kind of like hinge on. And that's why, I mean, people recognize the importance of holding onto it. I mean, we have 8,050 minted, and there's only 70 listed on the secondary market. I mean, on top
that says a lot, by the way. That says a lot.
And on top of some partnerships that we work with outside of the Cardano space, I mean, Fresco's, Ism Toys, so we're getting toys made of each of the collection, and you could get your custom one made, or you could get like the kind of the standard one made. We have a luggage partnership that they're giving away an Angel Baby Hit Squad luggage.
That's cool.
The honorary shout outs by Mike Tyson, by Joel and Benji Madden. All of these things are extensions to get attention to the beauty of Cardano NFTs.
I absolutely agree. And, you know, supply and demand is the ultimate determining factor with any investment across the world. That's just how it works, you know. So as you guys can see, there's so much going on with just that idea. We're going to talk about Demon Hit Squad here in a minute, but you said that they're still minting. You want to tell people how they can go and do that, because a lot of people don't know how to mint an Ethereum NFT, because I mean, my audience is all strictly Cardano. So tell me a little bit about what people can do to get in on this. And again, you said there was what, 70 on the open market, secondary market? Yeah, that says a lot. So there's still an opportunity to mint. So
for the project still minting a few months into the mint, I mean, it's incredible. You see it's standard projects with 500 listings, 5,000 listings. And for a project that's still minting, but people want to diamond hand it, that speaks volumes for the collection.
Completely agree. So you're just strictly minting this on Ethereum. I know there's a bridge you can.
Yes. So to mint the NFT, you need, first of all, you need a MetaMask address, a wallet. That's the Ethereum wallet that can hold NFTs in it. It's basically a browser extension, the same thing as Nami, if you know that on Cardano. Same standard. You write a sleep phrase down, and that's your Ethereum wallet. And you could send Ethereum to it. The mint price is 0.0777 ETH. Plus gas, so I usually recommend around 0.085 ETH per angel that you mint. And then you go to angelbabyhitsquad.com, click mint, it'll pop up MetaMask, and you click sign, and that's it. Or we make the process very easy for you if you're a Cardano native person who doesn't understand how to do it or doesn't want to take the risk and do it on their own. We offer the service in our Discord by going to discord.gg/ABHS. And you open up a ticket request, and we actually allow you to mint with Cardano. So you still need you'll still need the MetaMask address, but we do the entire process for you. You pay with ADA, we mint it, and we send it to your MetaMask for you. And then we help you link your wallets to utilize the Cardano utility. So we link your Ethereum address to your Cardano address with our partners at LoveLink. And then from then on, we recognize which Cardano address deserves the airdrop for the Ethereum address holding the NFT.
The whole thing is brilliant, man. I mean, it's the first of its kind. It works. I don't understand why anybody would not. I think you're going to start selling the rest of those really quickly, because when people get wind of the depth of underneath what just you see on the surface, people look for hype, they look for utility, look for all these things. But, when you look underneath and you spend time, doing your own research, looking into a project, you'll see everything underneath, and that's what supports a project, in my opinion, for long term, for everything, backed up with IRL, the founder yourself. Do you have any partners, or is everything you do just you and you have a team that works with you?
It's just me, and then I have a team with me. So, I mean, my right-hand man is sick. He's in the Discord every day. He's out of Romania. I met him in the Cardano NFT space. So he's our community lead on both Angel Baby Hit Squad and Demon Hit Squad. And then nice. I have a team of people. So Marcus Omlets, who's our dev on both projects as well. And then our artists on Angel Baby Hit Squad are Shinji, Akira, and King Debs. Our advisors are Greek Freak, who's the person who introduced me to Cardano NFTs. This was kind of like a thank you to him, just cool. To have his oversight over the project and give his input whenever, because I really respect his views. So he's an advisor, and then the Rokendo Collective is an advisor on Angel Baby Hit Squad. In terms of Demon Hit Squad, we have Glus as our artist. He's a Cardano NFT native, and then Tyler with Spaces. He's the advisor to the artist. And then we also have Viva LaCoin that we added to the team as our business development / outreach manager.
That's a good sized team. I mean, if you're going to do big things, you kind of have to have a good team. You don't have to have a huge team, but you have to have people who know what they're doing, experts in their field. This is not your average, project, whether it's, NFTs on Ethereum or Cardano. It takes a lot to keep these kinds of things going, and you have to be able to rely on your team. I mean, I know that very well myself, and these are important things. Tell me a little bit more about Demon Hit Squad, because this is minting strictly on Cardano, and you have to have the token first to be able to mint, which is an NFT of its own. By the way, I am giving away one of these in celebration of this this interview that I'm doing. So on my Twitter, and again, all of these links to everything will be in the description below. I'll put a 72-hour contest. I'm giving one of those away. And, the standard like, share, we're trying to get the word out there. So look for that on my Twitter, and I'll be giving away one of those tokens. But tell me about the project from start to finish.
So Demon Hitspot I'm really, really excited about.
So am I.
And there's a lot of game theory going into Demon Hitspot and what we plan for it. So naturally, I mean, our team is Cardano native, and our influence is bigger on Cardano. So we had this Ethereum bridge, the Ethereum collection, with the intention to bring people into Cardano, and now we want to show them what we can do on Cardano and how special a Cardano NFT can be. And we wanted to give that value to the angel holders. So for every angel that you mint, you get airdropped a Demon Hitspot whitelist token. So if you mint 100 angels, you'll get 100 Demon Hitspot whitelist tokens. So you need this whitelist token to mint demons, which are coming in a few weeks. And if you don't have the whitelist token, then you can't mint it. So the people who minted angels are the gatekeepers to the Demon Hitspot mints. And if they want to mint it themselves, they could do so. If they want to sell that token to somebody else, they could do so. And I think the whitelist tokens are trading at like 60 ADA each. So people really want that. I mean, it's higher than a lot of Cardano NFT collections before.
I've got a few myself. I mean, I have enough to give one away, and I got one in my UltimateCNFT wallet too for all my paid subscribers. I mean, I know good stuff when I see it. So I've got myself, I bought on the secondary. But like you were saying, the integration, I mean, that is true integration. You know, like you said, the Angel Baby Hitspot are the key, the token to everything else that's coming down the line. So is the print run on demons is the same number as the angels?
Right. It'll be
11,111. Okay.
11. But the fun thing is that the combined total between the tokens and the demons are going to be 11,111. So people can convert the tokens to demons at whatever speed that they want.
Excellent.
There's no rush to mint it. You can mint it 10 years from now. So it'll be kind of, I took little like homages and inspiration from collections that I really respect. And one thing that I really liked is Mutant Ape Yacht Club and their serums. So the serums are always there. And whenever you want, you can convert that over. So as the quantity of the demon tokens go down and more demons go out and we pump the value of demons, the actual demons, through our utility and through our promotion, people will really want these tokens, which could skyrocket in value to then be converted over. So it'll be very fun seeing that conversion over. But going to the theory of it, the fun of it, we're creating a cross-chain war. So the angels, their royalties, 25% of the royalties on the traded angels are going to buy and burn the floor demons, and the 25% of the demon royalties are going to go and buy and burn the floor angels. And like I said, we're expecting a lot of traction with the Demon Hitspot on Cardano because that's our native playground for these experiments. So we're expecting a lot of trading of it, and because there's only 70 listed angels, that the floor is razor thin. It'll go up to 0.4, 0.5 ETH, which will incentivize people to then mint their angels to get the Demon Hitspot whitelist token and get that all the way to the fully minted value. So that in itself will be fun to see play against each other. We have the Blessed token coming. Blessed token is going to be functioning for both blockchains. It'll be on Cardano, but the utility of the token will function for the Ethereum collection and the Cardano collection. Angels are going to have a higher distribution of that, so it gives value to holding an angel and being a part of that ecosystem. There's going to be fun integrations that we build in, like getting utility token distribution when you buy the floor angel or buy the floor demon. So incentivize people picking that up. There's going to be staking for our airdrops, passive staking for the actual NFTs. It's so much is going into this. It's going to be a lot of fun to see it all come to fruition.
Oh, I mean, this is amazing. This is obviously even more than I knew about your project. I mean, I've always been a fan of what you're doing. I've been a fan of you personally. But this is even getting me like more hyped up to, be involved in both of these, because, the whole cross chain, the integration of what you're doing. And essentially what you basically just said is like both of these NFT mints are going to be deflationary assets, correct? I mean, you're burning NFTs.
and burning both collections. So both collections are deflationary. We're going to see kind of reach an equilibrium of where the collection deserves to be. And we're expecting more angels to be burned than demons. So it gives that respect and that honor to angels to be that premier collection, the smaller collection, and the demons being the secondary collection of a bigger size. So that's super fun. Demons are going to have their own airdrops, their own utility, but be under the same hit squad umbrella. So you'll get the same in real life benefits. You'll get the party access and everything like that. We're going to be highlighting Ethereum artists that I really respect and giving airdrops into your Cardano wallet the same way with 4 demons, but highlighting Ethereum artists. So we get that cross-chain element in it as well.
That is absolutely amazing. I mean, what that does is it helps people from Ethereum want to go and take a look at Cardano, get that Nami wallet or get whatever wallet you want to choose. It helps people here to go, check out what's going on in Ethereum as well. And, like you said, opening the MetaMask. I started with MetaMask. Nami is so much more cut and dry, but it gives people the opportunity to get deeper into the NFT world as a whole.
Right. It's all about collectibles. It's all about learning. And I mean, it's hard to be a Cardano maxi and not know the inner workings of Ethereum or Solana. It's hard to be an Ethereum maxi if you've never experienced Cardano or Solana. It's hard to be a Solana maxi if you haven't experienced the other two. So experiencing these and then forming informed decision, like making yourself an informed decider, then you could truly be a maxi if you really choose to be. But if you never,
I skipped all that and went straight to being a Cardano maxi. I knew enough from like my losses in Ethereum or whatever, but again, I knew nothing about what I was doing. I've
experienced Ethereum and then you made a decision. But for the people who've never experienced a different blockchain, you should learn, and then you have the wherewithal and the understanding to say, listen, I like Cardano better. Listen, I like it better. I've experienced every blockchain, and I don't prefer any of them. But obviously, Cardano is my main sphere just because of the friends that I've made and the community that I've become. In terms of the actual development of the blockchains, I don't mind, whatever.
So let me ask you then real quick, what are your thoughts on Solana? Because I know nothing about Solana, and I don't really like to talk trash on anything or anyone, but I think Solana eventually either needs a lot of help as a blockchain itself, or it's going to break someday if they don't fix stuff.
Right.
I've never bought a Solana NFT. I probably never will. But do you know anything about Solana at all?
I actually just this past 2 weeks got my first Solana NFT. I've surprisingly done well on it. I think I've made 350 SOL in the past 2 weeks on a few different trades. It's about 9,000 USD. So I've done.
That's not bad.
Pretty well on Solana NFTs. Just because it's the same thing. It's like when you learn the Cardano market as in depth as I know it. Extending that knowledge to Ethereum and picking better collections is a lot easier. And then taking my knowledge from Ethereum and Cardano and going into Solana NFTs, then you know what to avoid, and you know what kind of has the backbone that deserves your attention and deserves your investment. So I came into the space as a collector, and every single day I learn more and more about what I should avoid. I ask as many questions as I can, and once I have a solid understanding of a project, then I have an idea of if I want to buy into it or not.
Oh, that's how you approach investments. If you think clearly, if you think like that, and you approach the ability to learn as much as you can before you just start throwing money around. That's one of the keys to being successful, in my opinion. The other one is doing your own research. I keep telling people all the time, always do your own research. You can watch YouTubers like myself. You can follow people, but if you spend the time looking, you're going to learn that way. Not just learning from whatever other people are telling you. You got to learn your own.
Right, and the key is to minimize mistakes. As long as you're minimizing mistakes, then the ones that you choose that are correct, that end up being the premier collection, those are going to severely outweigh your mistakes if you limit them. But if you're throwing your money into 100 different collections day one, you're going to get burned in 99 out of those 100 times.
Well, not only that, but you might leave with a bad taste in your mouth. I mean, that's kind of what happened with me with Ethereum. I wasn't doing my own research. You know, I was like, oh, everyone's making all this money. Let me go check this out. I'm like, oh, Bored Ape Yacht Club, you know, it was like 16 to 20 Ethereum at the time. I'm like, yeah, that's too much. And I bought a bunch of junk. And I'm like, I could have bought one BAYC. I could have, you know, flipped it for 100 or plus Ethereum. And it's like, I learned, you know, those mistakes or whatever. I'm actually kind of really back to Solana real quick. I'm kind of hoping that a lot of, you know, that, could you imagine if Cardano, NFT, you know, the whole ecosystem got the volume just that Solana has?
The reason I finally decided to explore Solana was because of DGods. I very much respect their team and the way that they're building and the way that they're just changing the game, and it solidifies my view and my idea that a team is the thing to invest in. It doesn't matter what blockchain you're on it, and I went into it purely because of them and because of what they built. And I was like, I need to own this. If they're going to be the premier collection on Solana, I don't want to miss out on the next Bored Ape Yacht Club. It doesn't matter if Ethereum's better or Solana's better or Cardano's better. I want that premier collective.
Yeah.
And then it solidifies my view that if I make Demon Hit Squad the best Cardano NFT, the game-changing Cardano NFT that everybody wants, they're going to come over purely to collect the Demon Hit Squad.
And you never know where that's going to lead those people. You know, that circle of influence.
The trickle effect. If they make a Cardano wallet, if they buy a Demon Hit Squad, oh, now I'm exposed to this Cardano ecosystem. Now I'll buy a few other Cardano NFTs. Space Buds is the first collection. I want one of those too. Clay Nation, our partner with Snoop Dogg, I want one of those too.
Absolutely.
And I even just a few days, 2 weeks in Solana, I bought my Dead God, I got my Yude, then I bought a few other collections, and too, just from having a wallet and now being exposed to the ecosystem. So the value of introducing one person into this space can create the biggest waves.
It can be a very exponential, you know, catalyst for growth, because you never know who's that person connected to.
I'm super proud about Angel Baby Hit Squad personally, I've helped create 150 Cardano wallets for the first time. Now my team has done a similar number, so 300 Cardano wallets for the first time. I see them every day buying Clay Nations and whatever other collections are out there and supporting the ecosystem through the introduction of Angel Baby Hit Squad.
I love that. And see, that is exactly why, you know, you're on here, you know, getting all these things out there to as many people as possible, because you're not just doing your part. I mean, you're really doing the work of a lot of people when you have and create a system like you've had and a platform like you've had. I mean, honestly, dude, I really am a big fan of yours, dude. Like, because I see the hard work that you're putting in, and you understand the vision of growth. You understand where this is going, where it's at now, and it takes a certain mindset to understand that this is beyond just my project, or, you know, a few projects. This is about, you know, the NFT space, which again is going to take over so many, you know, places in the world.
Like all the different artists and projects that through our airdrops, because we want the people who are in Angel Baby Hit Squad and getting a Cardano wallet to understand what Cardano has to offer. So they get a Clay Nation airdrop and they're like, let me check out this Clay Nation project. They get a Space Buds airdrop, let me check out the Space Buds project. And it goes down the list of our 16 different airdrops. So they get to expose themselves to all these different awesome artists and projects and creators on our blockchain.
That's amazing. I mean, honestly, I am, like I said, I'm becoming more a fan of the actual projects themselves. I'm going to have to go get myself some angels. Like I said, I've got my demon tokens. I'm probably, little hint for those of you who watch my channel and are subscribed to my Discord, as a matter of fact, I'm going to be buying some more tokens. So not financial advice. That's just what I'm doing. I believe in what this man is doing. I believe in the vision. And I believe you guys all know that, the cream rises to the top. I'm a huge Cardano fan. This is my place. I am a Cardano maxi. I am ultimate CNFT for a reason. And, you know, man, look, it was a pleasure having you on here. I love everything that you're doing, and I'm so glad that more people are going to be exposed to this, and great job bridging Ethereum into over here. And if there's anything else you want to say, I mean, take as much time as you need, because this is your time on my channel. And, you know, anything we need to know from this man, pay attention.
Yeah. So just pay attention to Angel Baby Hit Squad, Demon Hit Squad if you want to mint. please do. I mean, we're happy to welcome anybody into our community.
Yeah.
We have CNFT Con after party coming, and I'm honestly building the entire infrastructure of Cardano, and I'm trying to improve every aspect of it. Not only in the NFT scene, where I'm currently building Plutus Art. It's a decentralized marketplace that's going to be coming out in the next few weeks. Basically, the fees are going to be lower than our current standard. We're going to have auctions. We're going to have celebrate artists instead of only projects. There's going to be XP and gamified. So the more you collect, you'll be entered in to win a Clay Nation this month because you collected X amount of Cardano NFTs.
Wow.
For the countries that it's allowed to be, we have a token that if you own the token, you're going to get your distribution of the fees collected from the marketplace that every epoch, every 5 days. So the marketplace is actually only keeping 20% of 1.5% fees, and then the 80% are getting distributed back to the holders of the token. So it's going to be proving that a marketplace can function and operate leanly and give back as much as we can to the community. So definitely follow that. That's Plutus.art. On Twitter, it's Plutus_art. And then also Uniscroll is a platform that we're building out that is for smaller NFT collections to basically, if they wanted to run a stake pool, they would need 3 million ADA in the stake pool to be worth it to run it, to make money. We figured out a technology that allows for multiple collections to operate under the same stake pool and get to that 3 million ADA combined together. So if Goat Tribe and Demon Hit Squad and Space Pugs wanted to get together and create the stake pool, now they could work together to get to that 3 million ADA, and it provides passive income for these projects that they don't have to rely on. They don't have to rely on NFT sales. They don't have to rely on royalties to keep the project surviving and thriving. Because right now, if for the lazier collections, if they're not making money, they're going to rug, or they're going to make another NFT collection, which it just dilutes the market further. But now with this solution, they'll be able to make passive income and sustain themselves during the times that there isn't money flowing back into the ecosystem. So I think all of these solutions that we're building, Uniscroll, Plutus Art giving back to the collectors, and then Demon Hit Squad, which is going to be the coolest collection on Cardano. On top of that, we have a lot coming with Angel Baby Hit Squad. So there's every concern that I've ever heard about the project I've heeded, and we have some awesome development coming. The Cherubim are coming. It's not a new collection. It's just, that's a little hint at something that you might see coming down.
All right, little alpha. Let's go.
So I'm very proud about what I'm building on Cardano, what I'm a part of, and you're going to really see this space change in the next few months.
You know what, man? Honestly, you should be proud. I mean, is there anything else that you can do for the space? I mean, I had no idea this last 5 minutes, everything you were talking about. I didn't know any of this, man. So I'm going to have to get you to get all those links to me so I can also post all that stuff down into links below. I think everybody who's involved, specifically speaking to my audience, the CNFT space, and if anyone out there is, from other chains watching, this is the place to be. This is a man you want to follow. You want to follow. You want to like and subscribe my channel. You want to be involved with people like Mr. Fettuccine here because of the vision and everything that is being basically kind of just encompassed into helping the space grow and educating people. Education is a huge key. I try to do that as much as I can right here. Again, follow all those links below. Fettuccine, thank you for being here, man. Amazing work that you do in this space. We're all very grateful. I mean, I really do believe that everybody who understands what's going on is very grateful as well. But I like to give accolades where accolades are due. And I mean, you're killing it, dude. Just keep doing what you're doing. And, best of the luck and success and all those things behind everything that you're doing. I will probably be doing a video coming up on my channel, a dedicated video on Demon Hit Squad, and all the information you guys need on that. And we'll see where that goes. And we will be supporters of that project on UltimateCNFT because I support those who support the space. So thank you for your time. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
So much, brother.
Yes, sir. Right on, man. All right. Well, we'll see you guys later. Leave some comments below if you need to know anything, and go click all those links and be informed. Be informed. Peace.